What is going on, people? Welcome to another album reaction review. Today we're going to be reviewing Tornts Badlands. It's his new album right now, 22nd of March. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this one. Oh, just a quick thing, sorry. In previous album reviews, I've done obviously my highlight reel of reacting to, you know, most of the songs, if not all of them. But just to be clear, if I don't show all nine tracks of this album, it's not that I haven't listened to them all. I have listened to them all. It's just that I haven't maybe given a big reaction, or I had nothing much to say, or, you know, kind of just was paying attention, so there might not be much to show, if that makes sense. So if you only get 7 reactions out of 9, then don't be mad. I've listened to the whole thing. So yeah, sorry that I had to explain that, but let's get into this. Yeah. Stand on your own to human centipede. I ain't explaining that bar. I like this hook. This hook has that dark feel to it. I like it. Yeah, I like this beat, man. This beat had that real dark, hard-hitting feel, man. Really represents, kind of sets the tone for this album. Really does set the tone for this album. Politicians can't fix the hood with a band-aid. Man said politicians can't fix the hood with a band-aid, or band-aids are plasters, right? That's what we call them here, but that's a fucking bar, man. Government can't fix this with no first aid box, big man. There's more. I like that bar. Choose your own adventure, open hand or the closed fist. Chilly streets, cold blocks, man said choose your own adventure, an open hand or a closed fist. Man said, you know them books, yeah, where you pick certain options. It says go to page whatever, or you even have like certain games like the Telltale games or whatever, like when you pick your own choice. Man said you could choose. You can get the wickedest slap going, or man can catch a left. It's got a real nice smooth feel to it. Really think they hear what we're saying. I'ma start cutting up these bodies past me the apron. Say one more God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My man said my man said, I'ma start chopping up bodies past me the apron. Man said, that ain't the kind of drip that I want on this drip. Badges that shine with the silver. Yeah. Suckers that brag about whips and their chains might get robbed by a killer. Yeah. Right, first off, I like the name of this track. Vultures and Hirachis. I like the name of that already. Sports, long necks, no pain course, got no love for the big force. This had some nice 808s on the track, man. This was a well-produced beat as well. The beats so far on this project have been so well made. I never liked the constable, never known a crim that was untouchable. Never known one minute. He comes in on this one too nice. So first off, the beat sounds different stylistically to the other track so far. But the way he comes in with that flow, that's too nice, man. I gotta pull that back up. Believe in actions and consequences. Never underestimate. Look through others' lenses. Fine, reckless, or macabre and evil. 1 minute. Right. Never underestimate. Wait. Let me get the bar right. I believe in actions and consequences. Never underestimate. Look through other lenses. So I think what he's saying there is like, there's always going to be a consequence to all actions. That's obviously self-explanatory, but looking through other lenses, like, see shit through other people's perspective. You never know the city till it's trying to eat you. Never met anyone. Oh my god. That is a bar. You'll never know a city till it tries to eat you. Is that what you said? It's trying to eat you. You never know the city till it's trying to eat you. You'll never know the city till it's trying to eat. Bro, that is a fucking bar. Never take life for granted. I've seen young men die over dumb shit. They could have ruled the planet. Wild out here like oh my god, why? Why? How dare you? How dare you come with this level of barring out? I know young kings that could have done big shit, but instead they got caught up in foolish business. Foolish like Ashanti. Foolish. That's a fucking bar as well, man. Tornts is coming with some bars on this one. That's such a fucking track. I like that track. That is such a good track, man. Alright, we got Menace on this one as well. 1 minute, 1 minute. Obviously, Menace has recorded this with Tornts however many weeks, months, even maybe a year or two ago. But Menace, and the last, how many hours? 48 hours? My man's put out a track with Flows, his own track, a feature on Tornts' album, and I could be wrong. I could be so wrong within saying this, but doesn't he feature on Mana's album, which, by the way, I'll be reacting to tomorrow or Sunday? The geezers had a very active week. Like, even though it's recorded from before, I understand that, but like, we've got a lot of Mitchos Menace this week, you know, like that.
Open-eyed, these rappers overpriced. Open wide, now feel the ghosts collide.
Oh my, no! It's too much. Bro, that flow was insane. Menace is a real problem. Menace is a real problem right now. Are you understanding the levels of how he's barring out right now? Oh, big man, I need to go on a rant at the end. I need to go on a big speech at the end. They can fake their sins, let them lose their head. Damon, I'm a dead. Man said they can fake their sins. Man says, you man are chatting shit. You man are chatting shit. I'm so done. I'm so done. Respect, values, and actions ain't a matter of skin. The difference between a friend's smile and their enemy's grin is as vast as a galaxy. I'm not art in a I can't do it. There's too many bars on this album. There are too many standout punchlines and moments. Listen to that bar again. The difference between a friend's smile and their enemy's grin. That is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How dare you? Great desperation, danger for the cake. Wait, I've just clocked something. This is the track, yeah. Isn't this the track where I was just like, fucking wheelie bins? You got wheelie bins pushed over. Just absolute mayhem. Absolute mayhem. Are they still tipped over in Melbourne? On a level, just to be clear, I'm not taking the piss out of Melbourne. I know these areas are genuinely fucked. All right, it was just a joke that I made. I remember some people got really fucking mad at me because I took the piss in the video there. Them fucking wheelie bins. And there we go. Tornts Badlands. That's the album. All right, Tornts Badlands. I really like this fucking project. Alright, so let's talk about it from top to bottom. So, artwork. The artwork looks dope as fuck, can I just mention. Simple, yet very artistic. And it does really round up everything that this album is about. There's plenty of artists that have very nice looking album covers, but it doesn't necessarily represent what their album's about. This represents what the album's about very, very well, in my opinion. The album has this very hard-hitting and dark feel. Heavy 808s. Piano keys giving that dark tone to everything, and then just that hard and very intense delivery, which represents where he's from in Melbourne, and you know what his environment is like and what his surroundings is like growing up and, you know, living in it currently, talking about the struggles and adversity that you have to face growing up in such an area. And it definitely creates this kind of hood rap that you kind of just bop your head to as you're driving in the whip kind of music. You know, no club bangers or anything like that, but definitely music that you can zone out to and enjoy, whilst also feeling very relatable to you, especially if you grow up in an area such as Melbourne. And he goes about this with these hard-hitting punchlines and hard-hitting statements that just were peppered all over this project. In nearly every song, he had a standout moment, you know, a bar that hits home, or some sort of punchline that just has a double entendre meaning, and it's just really good lyricism. And that's something I think I've done before. I think I've slept on Tornts' lyrical ability. I know what he's able to do in terms of delivery, and I know what he's able to do in terms of piecing together an image, but I think I've slept on his lyrical ability here. His lyricism is actually at a really high fucking level, and I don't think it should be slept on again. Now, I've got to commend whoever the producers are on this album. I know you mentioned Juvie at one point. As for other producers or people who worked on anything to do with this album, shout out to you, man, because the beats on this album were fucking great. They all fit into the same theme. It didn't seem like he just went on YouTube and picked some of his favorite beats and slapped them all together. That's the reason why my project, The Second Testimonial, wasn't an album, because I don't feel like it had a theme in terms of a sound. It was just a lot of beats that I liked, so it was almost a mixtape, if anything. But with this, it's definitely an album because everything fits together stylistically. It fits into the same theme, and if every single one of these tracks had a music video, they would all kind of interlink with each other, I imagine anyway. That's just what I take from it. You had this smooth but very dark feel on Slang Lords, you know, Vultures in Harachis. He had these incredible multis. On the track Round Here, I would have loved to have heard a feature on that. I feel like that track definitely needed a feature. But that song was still great. On the track Never, he just bars out so fucking hard. And then you got the track with Menace, Demons. Now that feature verse from Menace is too crazy good. I feel like Menace just complimented that track almost too good. And then he finishes off with Badlands that really just sums up the whole album and kind of comes full circle with it all. But yeah, my thoughts on Tornts Badlands. I really fucking like it. And there's a couple tracks on there I'd love to hear a remix on. And I'm just saying, if Tornts, if you're watching this video, I'm just saying, I might have 1 or 2 bars for a couple of these tracks. So if you're ever wanting to do a remix, feel free to hit your man up. Sorry, I just have to because I respect some of those tracks way too much. But either way, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Feel free to follow me on socials to keep me up to date with all new music that's coming out, whether it's YouTube, SoundCloud, or Spotify. And yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you, man, later. The fucking wheelie bin, son.